to go into town and buy some batteries for me portable keyboard, because the girls need the other keyboard, my normal keyboard, for the selling of their clothes. Theirs has failed. The girls need the other keyboard, my normal keyboard, for the selling of their clothes. Theirs has failed. Is there something wrong with being a person who's always got a backup plan and the person people come to fix things up? That's a nuisance sometimes, covering for other people who don't back themselves up, don't have backup plans. But at the same time, do you want to be known as a person who hasn't got a backup plan? I think it's just one of those burdens you've got to live with. If people know that you've got some sort of backup plan for all sorts of things in your life, they will come to you for assistance. And I think that's just one of the costs. Anyway, so I plugged my wireless keyboard into my computer while the girls have borrowed the other keyboard, and now it's not working. I'm thinking it may be the batteries, hoping it's the batteries, otherwise it's just dead. So I'll go into town, it's only 10 minutes, buy some batteries, gets me out of the house, and I just put the camera on the dashboard and film as I go into town. I was watching another video about some of the floods up at a bit more central Thailand. They've got some big floods up there. The paddocks are all flooded and that. It's kind of pretty good here. The water will come up, but it'll go away real quick because it's right on the river, near the river mouth. So even though it might flood when the river floods, it'll drain away quite quickly. My insurance, so I went and I won't mention names of insurance companies, but the big one they recommend, it's an American, it's not Red Cross, it's another one. It's an American one that everybody goes to. Well, I went and got a health check, a full health check from the doctor, and except for possibility of something wrong with my lungs, which he's not too worried about, everything else was great for a bloke my age. Everything else is fantastic. The bloods are all good, everything's good. I haven't got any artificial hips or knees or anything. I'm still the original product. Anyway, it came back, the list of exclusions was huge. It didn't cover me eyes, it didn't cover me brain, it didn't cover me heart, it didn't cover me anything related to those things. It really didn't cover anything. I think the only thing it would cover you for would be a car accident or a motorcycle accident, some sort of physical damage. As far as age-related things, you're just not covered. And because I'm 110 kilos and I'm 6 foot, they put a 25% body mass index surcharge on top of it as well. So they're covering me for hardly anything. They've increased the cost of the policy, which is just weird. You know, you're covered for less than the full policy, but they increase the cost for covering you for less. That's weird. So I've gone with the pretend insurance, as they call it. It's another brand. We won't talk about the name, you guys know it. It's got 3 capital letters at the start of it. And I've gone with that one, which, as everybody says, it's a pretend insurance. By the time you read it all, it's just enough to get your visa stamped, but don't think you're going to get any coverage from it, because by the time you pay all the exclusions and all the exemptions, you'll get nothing at all. But it's a fraction of the price of the other one, which doesn't cover you for anything except car accidents. Oh, it's about $4,000, by the way, the other one, $4,000 a year, and it's going to go up each year. So I'm not in a position to be able to pay that. I think if I get sick, I've just got to die as quick as I can. If I get sick, that's about the only plan I can come up with. Anyway, there's my little ramble for the day while I'm wandering through. I'll go down here. I'm being frugal lately. I tend to have my coffee at home. I make up my own coffee. It's very nice, you know. Coffee with cream. Cowboy coffee with cream, very good. But today I'll go into a little air-conditioned coffee shop up here. This is a central part of Bang Khla. On your left there are the tuk-tuks, the big huge tuk-tuk with the 120Y motors in it. It's not there today, but yeah, this is the central part. There's parking to your left up the back behind the shops there. This has got the bank, a little 7-Eleven here. I'll cruise past it so you get a look, and then I'll come back and park. On the left there is a little coffee shop come news agency. Very good coffee, very good people. It's air conditioned. I can sit down and do some book work and stuff. Okay, we're sort of getting out of the central Bang Khla. That didn't take long, did it? It's not a big place. It's well spread out. There's other little sub-centres around the place as well. Schools have started up again, they tell me. But then again, it's like Thai. They've started up, but they're teaching from home, so I don't fully understand it. I don't know. That's the school to the right there. One of the temples to the left. They're doing a big reconstruction on it. We'll go around. No, I can't go around the block. I'll just go up here and do a U-ey. Yeah, but old Aussie, and driving in Thailand's a little bit different. I think the rule is in Thailand you can do whatever you want as long as you don't run into somebody, and you just go slow and you give way to people and they give way to you, and it all seems to work quite well. We'll go into the post office here and do a U-turn. This is a Thai post office. I've just converted over to from eBay, which I used to buy stuff on, but it takes 3 weeks for things to come, and I haven't got time to wait 3 weeks when I want something on eBay, you know. So I've got over to Lazada now. There's a bit of a toss-up between Lazada and Shopee. There was a bit of an issue with the trying to get them in English. They say, oh, it's easy, you just press the button, you say you want to speak in English, but you've got to be able to read Thai to understand which button you've got to press, because there's a lot of buttons on those little pages on their phone. I ordered some rooting powder. Yeah, rooting powder for my cuttings in my garden. And 3 days is here instead of 3 weeks from bloody eBay. Alright, I'll get out here in a minute. That's okay. Just one of those things, don't be in a hurry. Well, I'm really glad I'm not a young bloke living in Thailand. This is not the tourist centre, but I'll tell you what, there's so many beautiful as in looking, lovely as in the nature, genuine girls around Thailand. If I was a young bloke, I'd just be confused, you know. I'd just be confused, because you've got to really choose one eventually. Anyway, I've chose one. I'm very happy. Got a beautiful girl. I love her. You probably notice everybody's not wearing helmets. They tend not to so much in the more rural areas. And yes, there are motorcycle accidents all the time, for sure. And a lot of people get killed. You watch the news at night, lots of traffic accidents around Thailand, but Thailand's a huge country, there's lots of people. You got problems with drink driving. You got huge problem, more than drink driving, huge problem is bus drivers and little white bus drivers, little minivan drivers. How would you say it? Using substances to keep up their schedules, you know, keep driving, you know, drive bloody 8 hours and then have to turn around and drive back with another load of passengers, and it doesn't work out well in the long run. Bus drivers the same. Oh, there's a dude having a pee over in the shadows. I seem to do that over here, nobody cares, you just keep off the road and have a pee if you have to. It's just a part of life. Right, yeah, I'm going over to have my cup of coffee, and in the coffee shop, this is a little car park. It's right behind you there, as you're looking through the gate, is the cemetery. It goes acres and acres and acres of cemetery. I thought the car was still running, but it's a truck next to me. Put the mask on. I'm like a woman. I'm like a lady. I've got a handbag now, because it's just too hard trying to carry all the stuff in your pockets. You just got too much stuff. I've got my camera, I've got my hat, got to put my little hat on, I've got my little mask. It's just too much waffle. Anyway, we'll go over to the coffee shop.